Hi everyone, and welcome to Globe Dater. I can't think of a better way to spend my afternoon than trying on BHANA Designs. Join me.
I love her products, I love her clothing, I love what she does. So I couldn't think of a better fashion designer to partner up with.
Okay, so I'm here with Trisha Rampersad from BHANA. Thank you very much for taking the time today. And we're in your new space, so you've teamed up with Soiree, which what does BHANA mean? I have no idea.
Well, I never found out either until recently, but actually my grandfather, his last name was BHANA, my mom's dad. And he was a man of great integrity, very well respected in his community. He was a businessman. So when I was thinking about, what should I name my business, BHANA was the first thing that came to my mind, simply because, first of all, for sentimental reasons, and in terms of the weight it carried, the kind of man he was, I wanted it to be representative of the kind of person I was as well. So BHANA, it made sense.
You are BHANA, so you are everything. You're CEO, you're founder, you're designer. But I'm interested in knowing, how do you define your role in BHANA, or do you not define your role at all and just do everything that has to be done?
Well, of course, I guess it's kind of twofold. For sure, I do everything that needs to get done, because if I don't, it won't.
Yes. Okay.
However, I've always, hopefully it's not my ego or anything, but I've always seen myself as the director, BHANA's director, and so whenever I make a decision, whatever I do, I always look at BHANA from that perspective. What would the owner of a thriving, well-defined business be doing? So 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, I will always be the creative director of BHANA. And it's from that perspective that I run BHANA.
Okay. Now, you're always so cute and put together. Every time I see you, it looks effortless. It looks stylish, sleek. I love your designs.
Thank you.
And you wear your own designs.
Always. Yeah.
Okay. So when you're creating your designs, are you thinking about, what do I want to wear? Or do you have a muse, an age group? How do you approach your designs?
When I changed my whole branding over to eco and ethical, it was a chance for me to change what BHANA was as well. And of course, it became a more honest reflection of the brand from my perspective.
Okay.
So BHANA, the clothing, BHANA clothing is what I love to wear. However, it is available for everyone to wear.
Well, and when you say everyone, your sizing chart
Right.
shows me that you really mean that. Your
Yes.
sizes go from what to what?
It goes from extra, extra small to extra, extra large.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's incredible, because how often can you get beautiful designs, say an extra, extra large? I mean, it's just not possible.
No, and that's really important, because while we want to be that, that she, frou-frou kind of high-end brand, I never want to exclude anyone from the brand, because BHANA actually is all about, it's an all-inclusive brand. It's never about exclusivity. Everyone should be able to be like, I want that, I can wear that.
And be able to buy it off of the
I
rack.
started off, I basically started the brand fresh out of design school, so everything I learned, I was adapting it, to my new brand. And, one of the cornerstones, of course, for any fashion business is forecasting. So I would forecast what the next trend is going to be, what are people going to want to wear, and I would design based on that. And all in all, I kind of lost what I love to do.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
So as I was telling you earlier, when I decided to shed the many layers of myself, and I wanted it to be more honest, I decided to change BHANA to make it the favorite pieces, your favorite go-to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was always on trend, and we always hit the trends correct. But season after season, you would have to change up your entire wardrobe. So now BHANA has evolved. I mean, it's still trendy, but the trend is more classic. So you can wear it season after season.
So from your fall, winter, you're taking outfits and altering them to fit into your upcoming spring
Yes.
and summer.
Yes.
So no matter what, if you see somebody walking down the street, you can say, that's a BHANA dress. I recognize the lines, I recognize the
Exactly.
crinkles. Now, another reason that
Exactly.
I came to meet with Trisha today is because she's so generous. I'm working with a foundation called Looking Glass. It's a eating disorder foundation. We're having a huge fundraiser on January 31st at the Mountaineer, and you have offered to donate an item for our silent auction.
Yes.
Can we see what the item is?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go have a look at
So I
that.
chose this trapezoid dress for the Looking Glass Foundation. First of all, it's a special piece to BHANA, so I wanted it to be special for the Looking Glass as well. The fabrication is all ahimsa silk, so a non-violent silk. And it's hand painting that I did specifically for the collection of my goddess collection. And I also chose this little short trapezoid dress for the springtime. I figure nobody wants to win something that is from way back in the fall and winter. We're going right into springtime, so why not be able to wear the dress as soon as you have it?
So you know that I'm available to wear your garments at fundraisers, right? Like I can, hand out cards, be your mom.
We can talk about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Oh, I'll phone you. So
Sure.
is this a
Okay, you have my
portfolio of
number.
celebrities that you've dressed?
Yes, it's some of them in here. Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't you show us some of your designs?
Okay, Anita Majumdar is the supporting actress for Midnight's Children, Deepa Mehta's latest movie. Her character was named Emerald. So when they approached me, there were two specifics that I had to hit. One is it had to be Indian inspired, and the other was it had to be green. So I went to it and decided to hand dye some fabric, some lovely fabric for Anita. This was her very first red carpet experience, so it was very special to the both of us. Right here is an Indian piece, as you can see. It's got some pleating details along the bust line there and a fully pleated bottom skirt, and hand painting that I did at midnight. Took a chance and she loved it, thank goodness, because there was no turning back after that point. So that was a really great hit, and she was actually put on the map in Bollywood. They started to notice her after this outfit.
Yeah.
And one of the off-the-rack pieces, we did not have enough time. One of BHANA's off-the-rack pieces, but also hand-painted by myself. This piece was probably my favorite piece from the whole collection. Inspired by Queen Nefertiti's neck dress. They had these really elaborate necklaces made of gold and rubies and all kinds of beautiful precious stones. And I decided to see what would happen if I could recreate that with pleats and fabric. So this is the Nefertiti dress. I also wanted to make something that was really, really long and regal, so I decided that a beautifully pleated bodice with a very plunging neckline would be fitting. But very, very long skirt so that you weren't showing way too much. Another one of my favorites is this is the peacock jacket. So this is from one of my fall collections way past. I think it's in 2010. And at that time it was all about metallics. So this is a silk to peony jacket, closure with metallics, and fun peacock.
Oh, very fun.
Yes. It was with this piece that I first started to distinguish what it meant to be sleek with BHANA. I fell in love with the sense of the funnel neckline right here, and you'll see it throughout the collections after that. It really makes a woman's neck look long and coming back to the present day collection, the one that you'll be seeing up in spring summer, we've decided to put in a lot of hemp silks. This is a hemp silk blend right here. We're using linens and plain to peony silks as well. So this is one of the reversible jackets from, I took the fall collection last year, and I really love the concept of being able to reverse the jacket like the one I'm wearing today, but made it more lightweight and linen and free. We went on to create this beautiful periwinkle blue. Blue is the next big color for the season, actually. Created much of the collection with this hemp silk blend. Over here you see the kimono dress. We saw it earlier. Right over here.
Yes, that is my favorite dress, the kimono.
So this was the original kimono dress, and it has now evolved to this.
Very nice.
This one is more summery and well ventilated, as you can see.
Now, you and I had talked a little bit earlier because I was mentioning that I don't see any fur trims
Right.
necessarily any heavy wool blends.
Right.
Is this something that you're doing on purpose?
Yes. It's funny that you mentioned that, because years ago when I first started designing, even before I became ethical, eco-friendly and all of that, I bought myself some skins to work with. I was like, yes, I'm going to be this hotshot designer. I'm going to make these beautiful black leather on black, all on black, black, black with leather and textured feeling clothing, and I couldn't even bring myself to work with the leather. So I realized even way back then that there were certain limitations to what I was willing to work with. Unfortunately, I cannot work with animal fibers at all. So this is now BHANA's trademark right here. Every piece you see for the bridal will have a bit of the black hemline or a color of the bride's choice at the bottom. And of course, it gets put on with this beautiful bodice, fully pleated bodice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.